Hi guys, this is Justin. Don't you love YouTube drama, Watson? And you're listening to Exposure, the podcast where we talk to online content creators you know and love. And on today's episode, we will be talking about the fabulous YouTube drama sensation that is hitting YouTube and social media in general. We'll get into an interview with Billy Grima. We'll go over the word of the week, have another random Wiki article, hopefully better than last week's, and then we'll wrap up from there. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get the show started. Now, we talked about YouTube's response to YouTube drama, but we haven't really talked about the actual YouTube drama. It's all over the place. And you know, a lot of people are really against it. Me, on the other hand, I live for drama, just not my own. I will watch anybody else's drama. Isn't that what we all do? We'll watch scripted dramas, whether that's Love and Hip Hop on Law and Order. Yes, it's Love and Hip Hop. Or, you know, real life drama. We go on World Star, we watch real life drama. We love drama. Conflict makes a good story. But a lot of people are against drama. Now, we do have to acknowledge that YouTube drama isn't necessarily new. There's just more YouTubers now than ever before. There's been YouTube drama forever. YouTubers have been clashing with YouTubers since the beginning of YouTube. This whole phenomenon, it's just that there's more YouTubers now, and there's more ways that an average person who's screwed over by a YouTuber can make a loud noise. Really, the only thing that's new is like YouTube drama channels. I'm pretty sure there's probably some back in the day, but they are really prevalent now. You know, and I say all this to say we have a new segment called YouTube Drama. I'm just joking. I like to watch the drama. I don't necessarily want to spread the drama. I mean, if it's something big, of course, maybe we'll chat about it. Like if Shane Dawson said he was leaving YouTube to join Blog Talk Radio because of drama, then we have to discuss that, right? But there's nothing really to make a segment about it. Go watch Drama Alert or Leafy, whoever else. I think I know where the drama comes from, and I'll tell you what it is. YouTubers are weird. I'm sorry. I've been around hundreds of YouTubers. I've met too many YouTubers now and I understand this anecdotal, but they're weird, okay? A lot of YouTubers get into YouTube because of some social awkwardness or awkwardy. Is that a word, awkwardy? Word of the week, no. something that they're trying to overcome within themselves, right? But that means they had a flaw, a social flaw. So when you get a group of hundreds that are socially awkward, what do you think is gonna happen? These people don't know how to interact with people, so of course there's gonna be drama. The YouTubers that are trying to come again, for 10 cents a day you can stop YouTube drama. It's like, all right, we get it, okay. you don't like drama, fine. Then don't be part of the drama. I don't understand why everyone has to make a video about stop YouTube drama today. All drama matters. It's just like, get out of here. We get it. All right. You don't like drama. It's just like anybody else in the world. If you don't like drama, what do? You don't participate in it. You don't start campaigns to stop drama, and let the rest of us sip our tea and enjoy the show. That's the main point. Let us enjoy it. Okay. Now, I mean, if it was getting out of hand where people were like literally going to like YouTubers but killing other YouTubers, all right, then fine. Maybe we need to address it. The only thing I would say is, the private information, the docs dropping, fine. We do, address that. But that's why YouTube addressed it. So that's it about the YouTube drama. Sip your tea and keep watching the drama. And if you don't like the drama, don't participate, but we know you're watching. We'll be right back in an interview with Billy Grima.
I can't help think about you and me, and how we drive each other wild intentionally. You whisper in my ear, pleasure to have met you, dear. Babe, I must confess, can't get enough of you. We sit by the fire, overlooking the lake, in a little cab, a little hideaway. You turn the radio on as we dance to a song called Sweet Savannah. And you said, pleasure to have met you, baby. Oh, how we drive each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling, it sure feels good.
And guys, we're back with Billy. Thank you so much for joining us. So to start off things, where did your passion for music start?
Well, I've always started singing in the church choir when I was a kid. I was singing soul about 8 years started, and I seem to like it a lot. Just I can't live without it. So I've always sung. Having my family sing, my mother sings, father sings, but they always music in the house. So that's where that comes from.
And so your sound, how would you describe that for people that aren't familiar with your music?
Good question. I think my sound I would label it as country with flavor, new country with flavor. Because it's got a bit of a Motown sound songs with sections and whatnot, a bit of rock in it. But yeah, there's got a story behind it, and it's also got that country sound in my opinion. But I've been labeled Americana, so and I like too many genres in a way, and I put it all together. I love jazz, I love Motown, I love country. So when it comes to rap, that's what ends up happening, coming out of my head, my hands.
What's new?
Not much. Well, we're actually plenty is new. Actually, we got working on our 4th album. We're touring right now in the Toronto area, doing a lot of festivals and charity shows, and also doing some bar gigs and theater gigs, which is kind of cool.
And so with this 4th album, is it a new sound you're experimenting with, or?
Yeah, I think it's more, yes, definitely. I just, in Sugar and Cream, I wrote 7 songs on piano, and then I changed it up to guitar. Well, this time I started with guitar, and it's more guitar-oriented right now, the way it's happening. But, I got 4 songs down, so I don't know what's going to happen in the next, maybe I might change my mind halfway through, and I say, you know what, I want to make it more piano again. So but I write it as I feel it, and whatever comes out comes out. That's how I write. Yeah.
And so, what are some of your goals with this next album?
I want to head down to the U.S. and tour.
And besides New York, obviously, what other cities in the U.S. are you trying to hit?
I have to say, we seem to do really well in California too. I'd like to, yeah, I like little towns too. So, um, but I want to start with maybe going to like Chicago and Buffalo, Philadelphia, New York, um, because now I'm getting fans all over the place. It's really cool, getting some nice feedback, and people are liking my music. So I think, if I get that feedback, I think I should go there and do a show for them. I'd like to do the college tours too. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's all I'm planning. It takes a lot of planning.
Mm-hmm. And so, with the new album and you're touring now, I know it has to be difficult to do both and move. So, how are you
Yeah.
managing to do so many things at once?
I'll be honest with you, it's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because it's too much on one person's plate. I'm glad that I have people behind me that help me and push me, and like people like Michael Stover, who's
Mm-hmm.
helped me tremendously. Uh, Got me in touch with you and a whole bunch of other people. Um, I've been traveling a lot too now. Like I just got back from Texas not too long ago, and now I'm gonna be heading down to Nashville in September and Atlanta in October. We got nominated for 6 awards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So it's a lot, and then I got the moving part, and it's it's a roller coaster, but makes it exciting and interesting.
So, I mean, when you're not working and your schedule isn't hectic, what are some things you do when you're winding down?
Yeah. So when it comes to what I do in my spare time, I guess it's a whole bunch of I love working with my hands, so I like to do as to get things off my mind. I just build something with wood or that kind of stuff, or just I like my peace and quiet, like I said, and do my walks and my running to try and stay in shape, I guess.
So, I was listening to your music, and you have the singer-songwriter style, and so is that a hard category? I mean, I know it's becoming more popular nowadays, but is that a hard um genre to be in?
Um, I think so. But one goes like to me sometimes being a singer songwriter goes hand in hand, and but there's so much talent out there, right? I mean, there's so many people doing it. It I love singing my stuff, mind you. I would love to have somebody sing my songs too. I'd love to get a publishing deal and get it out there to someone like Tim McGraw, or Bruce Springsteen. I mean, there's so much talent out there. Jason Mraz. And the list goes on. There's way too much talent.
Hmm. And so, what new artists like that's really popular that people probably wouldn't think that you would, want to collaborate with?
Oh my. Okay. Jason Mraz would be one of them.
Hmm.
I would love to do something with Sarah McLachlan or Faith Hill. Um, I have another song that I would love to do with Bruce Springsteen. Do it's that is something. It's a father daughter song type thing. Or actually, I have another song called "Picture of You and Me," which is about the armed forces. I think that would be something like a father figure that would sing something like that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's like I said, the talent is unbelievable out there. So, and the thing is, I like too many things, and I like all kinds of music. So R&B is something I really like too. So when I put my writing, it's I kind of put it all together and just put it like whatever comes out of my head is what I push.
Hmm. And so, what does music mean to you? Like, how does it? Because I know, I mean, I'm not an artist of music, but I know being a listener does. So I just want to know from an artist perspective, what does it feel like?
Uh, it it's my medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I can I'll sing. Uh, you know, I get into my own world when I'm writing something. Um, it's like I seem to block everything out and just focus on that, and it just takes me wherever. It's really cool. It's a great feeling, because not many people can get that, you know. So when I'm writing, it's a great feeling. It takes me to that place where nobody's there, it's just me.
And what about being on stage in front of people?
The bigger the crowd, the easier it is.
Really?
Yeah, the bigger the crowd, the easier it is. Sitting in a room with two people looking at you singing is a lot harder for me. I would rather be sitting in front of a whole crowd, get the crowd going, you know, and makes things easier and simpler. And it's a good thing. I love singing in front of a crowd. I love singing in front of a crowd. I do it quite often, and it feels fantastic.
So earlier you were saying that you just went around and just played acoustic. Just recently, how did that go?
Good. You know, I had when like I said when I had not played guitar for quite a few years because I was writing mostly on piano. But I want to change it up and I want to give it a shot. And for my album Sugar and Cream, I wrote the song let me see, Pleasure to Have Met You on guitar, and I wrote also Living the Dream on guitar, and also Sugar and Cream on guitar. The rest were written on piano. And it's a good feeling that I could change it up and get different sounds. And I like that. I like that a lot.
And so, yeah, there are a lot of artists that get into ruts and, you know, their sound is a little repetitive. So besides like writing on two different instruments, what are some other ways you can break out of being in a loop?
I tend to I always have it recorded with me, so you know what I do is if I'm in the car or in the truck or wherever I always have that thing going. Because if I can hum a harmony or a little melody, it just puts it together. I just take it home and work on it. Sometimes I write the lyrics and I hum the harmony and work on the instruments after. Yeah.
Cool. So we talked about the crowds. We talked about, you know, playing live. Talked about what music means to you. Is there any message that you want to share with the people out there?
Yes, definitely. I want to thank everybody for their support, for listening to my music, and please share it. It's a writer's dream to have people feel what you write. So, you know, like I got a message today actually from somebody in California telling me they heard my song "I Miss You, Baby," and it's about cancer. And they wrote me a direct letter and telling me that they've heard the song over 30 times. They just couldn't, because it touched close to home. So to me, it's when I hear stuff like that, it's very special, because the idea when you write something, for me, when I write something, if it touches people's hearts, that's what it's all about. You know, people feeling what I'm sharing out there.
Where can everyone find your music, find you on social media?
Well, you can go to my website. You can get me at www.billygrima.com. So that's Grima for Grima. We got Facebook, we got YouTube, Twitter, and also you can get me on iTunes, Amazon. My album's called Sugar and Cream. And yeah, if you get me on Facebook, hit me with a note. And check out my music and share it.
Yes, please do. Thank you so much for joining us.
My calendar
And guys, we're back with word of the week. This time it's not just a word, it's a phrase. And it's Pokémon Paranoia. And that is the suspicion that anyone on their phone outdoors is playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, I don't get why everybody's so... I mean, I understand people have been getting hit by cars, but I feel like that's always been happening. It's just like they have something particular that they want to link it to. I mean, there's been municipalities trying to ban people from using phones outside for the longest. Headphones, all of that, because people have been getting hit by cars. Just look at where you... I guess like it depends on where you are, because like in New York, it's just like you have to look sometime, because it's just too many blocks. It's just way too many blocks for you to blindly walk. So I don't know, it's a little weird. And all you old people, listen, I'm tired of you old people. I am tired of you old people. Okay, this is how it works. When the gamers are at home and they stay at home, you have a problem with it. Then someone makes an app, right? That's cool, interactive. It's helping people with their social skills. It's getting people outside. Remember, get some fresh air. All right, that's what y'all wanted. Y'all still mad. What do you guys want? Let people enjoy their game. Okay, yes, people are getting hurt. All right, I mean, it's only a few people, but it's just like it would have any other app like it. It's not Pokemon Go's fault. It's their fault. All right, I know you're not supposed to blame the victim, but I feel like this is not the victim. Like there's, and I'll tell you why there's not the victim, because there was no perpetrator. They did it. Now for the people that use Pokemon Go to steal from people, now that's different. And maybe Nintendo should try to address that somehow. But for the people that's just like walking into cars, I'm like, what are you doing? I don't care if there's a Pikachu in the street. Like there's no way this game is that immersive. All right, it's not VR. It's not like you have a VR headset where you just wasn't looking. You know what I mean? Relax. All right. Even if it was a Pikachu in the street, you wait for the light to end, go up there, run up there, go try and get it, and then go back if you must. Get it together. And everyone's not paying. Everyone that gets hit by a car because it was on their phone wasn't playing Pokemon. We'll be right back with our random Wiki article. And guys, we're back with our random Wiki article. Now, let's just hope, because last week it was dry. It was really dry last week, and I didn't have a glass of water before recording this, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm about to click the link right now. We're about to see what we're gonna get. Here we go. What? Rapid organ recovery ambulance. There's not much to this article. I don't even know why they have sources. I mean, it's one line. A rapid organ recovery ambulance is a special ambulance to collect the bodies of people who have died suddenly from heart attacks, accidents, and other emergencies, and try to preserve their organs. New York City is launching a pilot program developing one such ambulance with a $1.5 million 3-year grant. $1.5 million 3-year grant. And that's it. I'm guessing it's like that movie, what was it, John Q? Remember when the lady, and then they had the rush, and he took over the hospital? Remember that? I think that was John Q. Was that the name of that movie? With Denzel Washington? I know people are like, wow, he knows a movie. Because I don't really know movies. I really don't watch movies. That's an anomaly, all right? Well, that was it. It's not even, it's literally the shortest wiki article I've ever seen. It's 2 sentences. And it has 2 sources. It says, this medical article is a stub. You ain't lying, Wiki. You ain't lying. An article too short to provide more than rudimentary information about a subject should be marked as a stub. By adding a stub template from the list here to the end of the article, anyone can edit a stub article or remove a stub template from an article which is no longer a stub. Alright, well, I guess we'll just learn more about Wiki as we go on. At least it wasn't a long, boring one. It was short, to the point. We know these things exist, even though, duh, they exist. But anyway, that was it. We'll be right back. The end of our show. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you'll come back to us next time. If you want to be a guest on the show, please email us at slowlistnetwork@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at Exposure Show or at the Slowlist Network, or you can like us on Facebook at Exposure Pod. Thank you so much again for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of Exposure.